Hello, and welcome to episode 25 of our Spanish Empire campaign. We are continuing the war on the Americans. We are a few turns away yet from taking Maine. I'm hoping that having the invasion going, it looks like it's working. It's drawing in their ships. We're also trying to clear out the Caribbean at the same time. On the West Coast, there's not really a whole lot going on. We've taken all of Alaska. We kind of harassing their ports on the West Coast. We really don't have enough ships on that side to do anything major. Although I'm wondering if we might be able to get, okay, I'm sending him down here. Maybe we might be able to get enough tonnage to maybe take Chile, which isn't a huge deal, but probably would make more sense to take Uruguay. But so that's where we're at politically. We have done a good job of stabilizing our relationships for the most part with Japan and, more importantly, Italy. I looked there for a while like we were going to end up in a second war at the same time with Italy, which would probably not have gone very well for us. We're consistently financially kind of strapped. The crew pool is the biggest thing, to be honest, and the fact that we're not really building shipyards. As you can see here, we've lost quite a few transports, so I can't really take money out of that either. We're already behind in technology race, so I need to keep money, as much money as we can in technology at this point. Let's see what this turn brings. Looks like we have a couple meetings here. Okay, that's nice. We got take out some transports down in South America. I'm gonna fight this battle. Just because I don't trust the AI to do a good job. I'm not sure if these are... Yes, these must be, at least one of them must be refitted. We have the 1.5 torpedo range. All right, so where are we going? We're going to the southeast. Quite a few 5-inch guns here. Should actually be very good at fighting destroyers. There he goes. That should be the end of him. There we go. Excuse me. Easy enough. I don't think we took any damage. Yeah, he did 0 damage. All right. So where was that at? That was out in the Caribbean. All right. So this is up around our invasion, which is good. We'll get 3 ships out of the way here. I think I need to look. I think if we clear out their ship forces almost completely, we might have enough tonnage to maybe do one of the major territories along the East Coast. If I remember correctly, we were needing around 200,000 tons, a little over. We're going to the northeast. Okay. So clearly we're going to take these guys, get a little closer. Looks like they have definitely seen some combat here recently. Got quite a few damaged ships. I'm not sure off the top of my head what type of tonnage the port in Maine is going to give us. Size-wise, I don't think it's a very big port. There's always the chance, though, that taking Maine will allow our ground forces to move in and maybe take other parts of the United States. The United States, that was quick. Yes, please run into each other. Exactly what I wanted you to do. The United States Army has almost no support at this point. We'll go look at it after the battle. Okay, let's go this way, fellas. I will say their current light cruisers are pretty darn good. They've really been tearing up my torpedo boats and destroyers lately. The last couple battles. Yeah, okay, let's get you guys out of there. Okay. It's low fuel as well. Let's get you guys moving. Let's look at these guys can go 16, 16, 16. Okay, so they're all 16 knots, so there's really no advantage to breaking them up. Seems to be about the only guy that's at full health. He has a destroyer, so I can smoke if I need to. Just get him out here to do some spotting. Also has a longer range torpedoes. Just turn them on just in case we can get close enough. I don't think we... Maybe we can. Maybe kind of suicidal. And he is taking a lot of damage. There we go. One torpedo hit. Load fuel as well. Right. I mean, they have been up there for quite a while. No, I don't think we want to end the battle right now. See if we can't get another torpedo hit. All low fuel? I don't think these guys are. Guys are getting pretty close here. I'm gonna send this guy back out of the way. He did a good job giving us some spotting. Also landing a couple torpedoes. This guy still has the old 6-inch guns. Okay. Took some damage, especially to our light ships. But they did their job. That's what they're there for. Yeah, that guy did 30k damage. All right. We made it through a turn without losing any transports. Sure, yep. Plus 13 with Italy, that's a nice bonus there. Okay, so we're minus 17 with Germany. All right. I'll go look at politics here in a second. We have 105 crew. All right, well, not for long. We will get that down. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay, so here again, we're going to have ships coming in, and we're not going to have, we can get 1,000 crew. Okay, cost us 89 million, but that's what I've been doing lately. I just have to remember to bump that number back down next turn. Okay, so United States, the Army Logistics is at 2%. And ours is at 19, which isn't great, but it's certainly better than 2%. Their growth has fallen, although actually we're barely any better than theirs. But our economy is doing much better. We have GDP of 34, which is almost 50% more than theirs, roughly. 78, they're down to 35 ships. And they're also fighting. Oh, they made war. Okay, they made peace with the British. I don't know if I'm just missing those messages or if they're just not coming up. Because that happened to me before in the last war when I think they were fighting Germany. And they made peace, and I wasn't even aware of it. But they are still fairly close. Austria-Hungary has no ships. They have 18. So, all right. Improve relations there. We're going to take a hit, a big hit. What do we got coming up here? 10,000 ton heavy cruiser. Petrol engine, auxiliary engine. Rangefinder coming up here. That'll be a big boost. We have small gun wise, Mark II 6 inches. Okay. We're kind of capped out here. I don't think there's anybody that we can refit anyway. Oh, there is. Okay. Let's get that guy going. Where's that guy headed? Okay, so they're heading back. Yeah, so they're going to be heading back. And again, we have 3 sets of ships. Let's see what do we have here. 1 DD. Let's see if we can't get some of those guys taken care of. But we had another port here somewhere that had a fairly decent. Here we go. All right, let's look at what's happening here. Oh, there's a battleship. Okay, let's see if we can't take that guy out. Let's go down and hit San Diego. All right, I think we're good for the next turn. think the war's been going on 3 years now, maybe? It was 1900 when it started. Want to make sure that we get all the transports here. Unfortunately, the AI typically leaves a couple of them escape. Not always, but usually. Okay, so we want to go to the east. There we go. Let's see. Doesn't look like they're armed. Which is good. It looks like these are the... Okay. Looks like these guys have been refitted. Are like cruisers. Well, if you're going to run that way, then we're going to go this way. Pull you back in towards the light cruisers. This transport should get in fairly quickly. Turn here. Why don't you follow? See if this guy's dumb enough to get close to our light cruisers, or is he going for? He's going for our crippled torpedo boat, maybe. No, he's dumb enough to come into range. Okay. It should be over fairly quickly. Easy enough. What's he at? For almost 5 million. This could be a little trickier, especially if these aren't the retrofitted light cruisers, but they are. Okay, so we're going to go to the north. Turn that off. Turn that off. Yes, we have 10 5-inch guns. And then what? 5, 12, 14 3-inch guns. So, yeah, that's a lot of firepower for a destroyer to try and fight off. Oops. Would you call him? Yeah, because this is the guy that can do 20 knots. Now I just need to get my torpedo boats out here to spot for me. Trying to get in close enough to launch? No, he's turning. That guy is though. Nope. I think we're in good shape here. He is trying to sneak in close enough to get torpedoes off, I think. That's what he was trying to do. So it's 2 more destroyers sent to the bottom. That was in the Caribbean. Where's this at? Okay, so we got all kinds of fighting again. And here come the Austrians. But we have all kinds of fighting up here again, right around our invasion site, which is, you know, it's what we wanted. Pull in as many of their ships as possible and get them out of the way. Southwest. Unfortunately, what's going to happen here soon is a lot of these ships that we have at the invasion area are going to be low fuel and low ammo and or damaged. Okay, not sure which way. South, northwest. Oh, northwest now. Okay. Where are we going? So they've spotted us. I don't see any shells coming in though. I wonder if they're not. There we go. And immediately they just launch right into us. Okay. Get out of there. Yep, there. Now we're low fuel. Let's see if this guy. Please turn. You're not turning. It's like this weird bug when the ships get close to each other. No, they just will not turn. It's very odd. Okay. At this point, oh, wow, we actually lost the torpedo boat. Lost another torpedo boat. I think we should have him here. At this point. See if we can't get in there and get a torpedo into him. No, you might be done already. Yeah. Alright, well, we took a couple casualties there. Actually, 3. Not really ideal, but do I want to auto-resolve this? Okay. Okay, so we only lost 1 transport. Okay, so Uruguay's gone anyway. +4 with Germany. Okay. Or what the hell's going on down here? Okay. All right. there. And I have to remember to do this. Right, so we went from 1,000, getting 1,000 in one turn, down to, even with our training maxed out, we get 79. So there's no point in putting hardly any money into that at this point. All right, we're still at 177 for our transports. Let's check this out. So yeah, actually that's on the west coast. So on the east coast, we would need at least 234. Do we even have? We barely have 234. We have here 2 months. Let's do Havana. We have here 3 months. Let's do the same thing. And then we have 11 months for our next battleship. And at that point, we might have to scrap a couple of our older battleships, right? Just to get the crew. What are they? Let's look at one other thing yet. They're down to 33 ships. How many are they building? 8. All right. Improve with Great Britain again. So we did get Mark II 6-inch guns. And we got Mark III 9-inch guns now. What do we have here? Center line. Okay, increased barrel length. Rangefinder is coming up as a good one. We need to make sure we don't miss that. Let's look real quick at, I don't think we even have a heavy cruiser. Almost 15 years into the campaign. I don't think I've bothered with a heavy cruiser just because they typically are pretty useless early game. I think we can build 10,000. Just let's look at the hulls. It's kind of interesting. What can that go to? 10,000, but that's 18.5. This can go 21. Oof. 44 stability. Much better hull form though. I'm gonna actually look at this just because it looks interesting. Over 10,000, so let's go right at 10,000. Okay, so we can fit that right there on the front. Oh, it won't let me do 9s. Crap. Ooh, that's a limited arc though. Look at that. Okay. So, all right. So that was interesting, but yeah, that's not going to work. So let's do this and this and do 10,000. And we can do 21. Let's cut this back to start. Natural, let's do induced, steam. Get everything built out. Okay, let's see what we have left. Front tower. Oh, I should have. Well, we'll do stereoscopic one. Because I was in my head, I'm thinking maybe it's worth waiting for the coincidence too. But we'll just run with this. So if we put 2 of these. 100. Okay, so pitch is much better. If we put them evenly spaced, what if we put this up here? Yeah, okay. So pitch goes a lot better if we got them spread out. Now let's see, can we get those 9-inch guns on here? Yes, we can. And I think maybe in the front, I don't think in the back, but maybe, no. No, won't work. Oh, no way. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Now, can we do this? No. This will not quite fit in there. I think I can move this any further forward. Okay, it was worth a shot, right? Let's get our barbettes on there. Minus 45 penetration. I'm gonna actually, I want more penetration at this point. Minus 15 damage though. Okay. I'm gonna roll the dice. I want this guy to be able to just destroy the American light cruisers. Enhanced. Let's see what we can do. I don't think we can fit any other secondaries on here. Okay. We can do casemates though. We can do a shitload of casemates. Okay. And we can do a bunch of torpedo tubes. Okay. Let's get the torpedoes up to 17. Length into these guys. The other thing we can do they might even be able to engage the older battleships. Okay, is there anything I've forgotten? Put some more armor here. Oh, I know one thing I have forgotten. Let's do 3 and 3. Five and 1.5. Let's do 8 on the conning tower. Let's give it a bunch of range again. Okay, settle there. All right, I think I hit everything. Okay, I think we're good. Now, I don't think we have the capacity to build any of those. No, we don't quite yet. Okay. Where are we with our invasion? We have plenty of ships. We're 8 of 10. We have these guys coming in. These guys coming in. I'm seeing a bunch of ships, but I'm also seeing a nice big chunk of Hungarian ships coming in as well. Where's he going? Eastern South America. So he's probably going down there. Yeah. What happens if we put that guy out there? Actually, fuel low. Going here. Let's get those guys grouped up. Let's get get this guy up here as well. All right, I think we're good. After we get Maine, I think the plan is to try and get peace, maybe. China. Get that out of the way. Ooh, where did this come from? Okay. That's a really old guy there. Where's this at? Eastern North America. Oh, so they're trying to force their way into the invasion fleet. That's a lot of torpedo boats and destroyers. I think we're going to end our episode here, and we'll save this for the opening battle in the next episode. I think that makes sense. Hopefully that goes well. As always, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.